Good morning, students. Welcome to the new video of Moral Science. On chapter number 6, Riya explodes. Students, turn to page number 39 of your Moral Science textbook. It was a calm winter morning. The sky was a dull grey and there was a slight mist in the air. Aarti, Riya, Avinash, and Vijit walked together to the school gate. They knocked at the gate and waited for the guard to open it. Since it was the weekend, the school was shut. The student of class 7B had taken special permission to visit the school as they had to set up the stage for the upcoming annual day. Students of class 7B, Aarti, Riya, Avinash, and Vijit came to school. But the school was shut as it was weekend. But they had taken special permission to visit school as they had to set up the stage for the upcoming annual day. Riya was the main coordinator for setting up the stage, while Aarti, Avinash, and Vijit were assisting her. As they were walking towards the auditorium, Avinash stopped and said, "You guys go ahead. I'm going to the canteen to bring some refreshments." "Who wants what?" Aarti and Vijit asked for sandwiches and juice. "Riya, do you need anything or are you good?" asked Avinash. "No. Why would I need anything? I'm good. I'm always good," Riya replied, walking away. The three of them exchanged curious glances. Riya was never the one to speak rudely to anyone. They wondered if something was worrying her. "Let's not fret over what she said. She must have woken up from the wrong side of the bed," said Aarti, and put her arms around Vijit's shoulder and walked towards the auditorium. Riya was the main coordinator for setting the stage, but she was accompanied by Aarti, Avinash, and Vijit. So all of them were walking towards the auditorium, and in between, Avinash stopped and asked them whether they want anything from the canteen. And Aarti and Vijit replied they need sandwiches as well as juice. So he also asked Riya whether she want anything and if she was okay. Riya replied that she do not want anything and she is good as always. So Riya has never talked to anyone so rudely, but something was worrying her. So fret means worry. So Aarti commented that she must have woken from the wrong side of the bed. By saying it, all of them walked towards the auditorium. Once inside, everyone began working on the arrangements. Aarti and Vijit took care of the props while Riya worked on the stage backdrop and Avinash guided the electrician on setting up the lighting fixtures. After a few hours, Aarti and Vijit took a break. They invited Avinash and Riya to join them. Avinash joined them after some time while Riya kept working on a backstage poster. The three gossiped and giggled over a vada pav and some fresh lime juice. "Ah! Ouch! Crash!" So everyone started to do their own responsibilities or work. Aarti and Vijit took care of the props. Riya was working on the backstage and Avinash guided the electrician on setting up the lighting. So after working for a few hours, Aarti and Vijit took a break. They also invited Avinash and Riya to join them. Avinash joined them after a while, but Riya was working on the backstage poster continuously. All the three were gossiping and laughing by eating vada pav as well as drinking some fresh lime juice. And then they heard a voice. The trio turned around and saw Riya lying on the floor covered with a poster and a stool fallen next to her. Their first reaction was laughter because Riya's face had torn through the poster, so they could see her face but not rest of her body. But soon they realized that she was in pain and rushed to help her. "Leave me alone. Why have you come to help me now? Why don't you just sit in the corner and gossip and giggle? You all are so selfish. All you are interested is in making fun of others. You have no respect for others' feelings. I don't need any help from any one of you. Please leave. I can take care of myself. If I can handle all the arrangements on my own, I am capable of taking care of myself. Riya exploded. The three of them turned around, hearing the voice. So when they turned around, they saw Riya lying on the floor. So first reaction was laughter because they were not able to see her rest of the body but only the face. But as soon as they realized that she was in pain, they rushed to help her. So Riya exploded, saying that leave her alone. Why you came to help me? You are sitting in the corner and just gossiping and laughing. You all are selfish. And you all are interested in making fun of others. You must respect others' feelings. So she said she don't want any help from anyone. She can take care of herself and she will handle all the arrangement by her own. The three friends stood still, not knowing what to say or do. Just then, the dramatics teacher, who was sitting in the hall and finalizing the script, walked towards the stage. She helped Riya to a chair and asked, Riya, is something bothering you? Your friends came forward to help you and you have spoken rather rudely to them. Ma'am, I never speak like this to anyone, but I'm just so tired of handling everything. I have been slogging away the whole day working on the background for the stage, and the three of them have been chatting away to the glory. So the three friends were wondering what to do or what to say. Then the drama teacher came forward and helped Riya to sit in a chair and asked, is something bothering Riya? And said that her friends came forward to help her, but she have spoken so rudely to them. So Riya replied that she have never spoken anyone like this before, but she is very tired of handling every arrangement on the backstage. And then they were sitting there and chatting and gossiping. But Riya, we asked you to come and sit with us, reasoned Aarti. Riya stood up and pushed the chair to the ground. It landed with a thud and the handle chipped off. Everyone was stunned. This emotional outburst was completely unexpected. Riya was always looked upon as well meaning, stable girl who was always sensible and understanding. No one could remember a time when she had thrown a tantrum or lost her temper. The dramatics teacher handed Riya a glass of water and said, Riya, sit down and have some water. So Aarti replied that, Riya, I asked you to come and sit with us. But Riya exploded very badly, and this was Riya stood up and pushed the chair to the ground. It landed with a large voice and handle of the chair was broken. So everyone who was standing there was stunned to see this. So it was unexpected for everyone. Riya was a good stable girl with sensible and a good understanding. So the teacher called her and gave her a glass of water and asked her to sit down and drink some water. Riya took the glass and suddenly burst out crying. The teacher studied her and slowly made her sit down on the chair. Surprisingly, Riya leaned on to her. The teacher said nothing and just soothed her with her actions. So Riya took the glass from the teacher and she started crying. So the teacher asked her to sit down on the chair and Riya leaned onto her shoulder. So Riya continued through her sobs. Ma'am, I am not responsible for setting up the stage alone. I know that I volunteered to be in charge and took on most of the responsibilities. But my work just doesn't seem to end. I have been working the entire week and there's still so much left to be done. And that the three of them take breaks and chit chat and also leave early. Riya was sobbing hard. Tears were continuously flowing down her cheeks. She was hardly listening to anyone. It seemed as though she was venting her feelings now and she had finally let go. So Riya continued to saying to ma'am that she was not only person responsible for setting up the stage. She has the in charge, but it is the responsibility of other three also. But what they do is they are taking the break and gossiping there.